Hey, this is Lisa from Art is Moving. We're going here to check out a censorship show, or the issue. All right.
Well, so I'm Art Hazelwood, and this is Doug Winkler.
Yes.
And I organized a series of shows around the country called The Art of Democracy, 50 around the country. And one was censored, and that was in Berkeley. Berkeley has a public art space called the Addison Windows Gallery, in which they had agreed to do a show of our posters that had been all over the country, like I said. Come on in.
Hey, come on in.
One of the artists that was censored by the curator at the Windows Gallery was Doug Winkler.
Okay.
There were 4 artists censored. Basically, she told me the work couldn't be in because there were guns in it. And so I went to all the artists and said she doesn't want to put in 4 pieces, and the artists all agreed. All of us are none.
So what was the deal with the guns? Why was that so controversial?
Why don't you take that one, Doug?
Yeah.
She told me she has a concept of protecting children from unsettling images.
Okay.
And I think that's fine for her if she has her own private gallery, but it's not fine for a public space.
I don't think she's seeing video games, huh?
I don't think she's seeing
I don't think she's seen half of what a second grader has seen.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so she wants to censor the work because of her beliefs.
And what's her name again, the curator?
Her name's Carol Brighton.
And has she talked to you guys about this at all?
Yeah, both of us for pretty good length of time.
Well, we went to the Joss Santos, who's another artist that was censored, and I went to the Public Arts Committee.
Yeah.
And met with them, and they promised to put the show up and meet us within a week and talk about the 4 pieces.
Wow.
All together.
Yes.
With the curator.
Yeah.
And that never happened. They backed out completely of it. So right now we're doing an alternative show here.
Cool.
At the Pueblo Nuevo Gallery.
Cool. So this is actually a gallery up here.
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
And we put up stuff in front of the building to alert passerbys about what's going on in Berkeley.
So what's the next step? I mean,
the next step is to write your right to the city council and the mayor. We've gotten a lot of support from the National Coalition Against Censorship. They've wrote a letter to the city for us.
We're trying to free the windows up from the censorship rules that are now in place. And the censorship rules, we believe, are unconstitutional and do not represent the people of Berkeley. So,
but it's just one person that decided that. So you're trying to challenge her, right?
Not,
no, but she's employed by the city.
So you're saying it's bylaws of the city, or what are we talking about here?
We have her interpretation of the bylaws, and we have a art commission that backs her.
Wow.
So we've raised the level of.
So we don't know how. There's people on the Arts Commission who support us. There's people who don't, but there's no action taken at this point. So right now, we're trying to bring attention to it, just to oppose this idea that there's a kind of Jesse Helms reality to the art where it has to be safe for everybody. And
in Berkeley, what's that about? Crazy.
I think it's a First Amendment issue. I think it's a Bill of Rights issue.
Yep.
And certainly, of all the venues that we have to share our ideals, art should be the most open and most free. Writing, art, film, and there's movie posters all over Berkeley showing Arnold and his guns or whatever. I don't understand why suddenly this depiction is important.
The Arts Commission promised us that we would have our show up, and then they never contacted us. And they put up this pottery show.
Wow. That's insane, actually.
And then they started on this whole thing about how I was lying because I was not...
You were lying?
I was lying because I didn't go by their guidelines.
Disclose what? Wow.
Which was basically, the show was agreed to 10 months ago. The curator wanted a political show, and then I didn't have the work because the work was being made in the process of this 10-month period. And then after 10 months, I showed the work to her. She censored it.